Hello besties, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's very exciting reading vlog. As you guys know on my channel, I like to be a little bit sneaky. I like to have you guys pick the books for me to read, but not let you know what you're picking or if you're picking. So I recently put on my Instagram story for you guys to guess the book that I was currently reading, but I'm not reading anything. I don't have any books on my currently reading list. You guys were guessing for no reason. Actually, there is a reason, but you weren't actually guessing the book because I wasn't reading a book. You guys were guessing to pick the book I'm going to be reading. I went through all the responses of the books that you thought I was going to be reading, and it actually gave me some inspiration for some books to even put on my TBR or ones to get off my TBR, because the books you guys thought I was reading, there's some pretty good ones in there. I took the top 2 and we're going to be reading those in today's video. It's funny because the top 5 books you guys consistently were guessing that I was reading are on my August TBR or on my radar to read at the end of August into September. So it's like we're aligned. You guys knew what was on my TBR, and it's probably because I consistently talk about the same books that I want to read, and you guys probably thought that those were those books. I picked the top 2 out of all the books for this video because I'm about to go on to our last Ocean City trip with my boyfriend's family for the next 6 days, so I thought that I can read 2 books while I'm there. I don't think I'll get to 3, so we're gonna do the top 2 books. I just packed the second one. I just packed my bag. We're gonna head over there and start our first book, but before we get over there, I want to thank today's sponsor, which has supplied half of the clothes that I have packed for this trip, which is Halara. So thank you to Halara for sponsoring today's video. Let's get into what I got from Halara. I just pulled out these clothes from my suitcase that I have packed with me for my trip, and I also just changed into one of my favorite tops that I got from this haul. Like I said, Halara did sponsor this video, but all my opinions are very, very honest. You guys can use my code SARABF for 20% off full priced items. If you haven't heard of Halara, they're an innovative athleisure brand that infuses activewear into everyday apparel made for what moves you. They believe that clothing should not limit movement, comfort, or self-expression. One really fun thing is you can join the Halara Circle. This is their community-driven approach, and at Halara, your voice matters, so their designs are community-driven and your feedback is incorporated into every piece. With the Halara Circle event, you can get a first look and feel of their latest designs for free. It's not just about trying new products, it's about shaping them. After you experience one of their upcoming featured products, they invite you to share your invaluable feedback on where they can improve in the future through a brief survey email, which is really, really amazing. The future of Halara is in all of our hands. If you want to join the Circle event, you can put feedback into surveys, like I said. Give them your opinions, which really, really matters to them, which again, I think is so amazing. All the products I'm about to show you will be linked in the description below if you want to shop some of the pieces that I got or check out the website. Into the first piece I'm wearing, it is this long sleeve that you can wear pretty long or you can tuck it under like I did. The fabric is so incredibly soft. They use fabric technology, so the fabric of their items has been carefully selected to ensure inside out softness, stretchability, and a comfortable yet breathable feel while also remaining durable. I paired it with this crossover skirt, and what I love about their skirts and their dresses, I have a few from Halara and they all have shorts underneath it, which is just so comforting. And like I said, Halara items are just so versatile. They can be styled for different occasions, for everyday work, travel, lounge, running errands, etc. The next 2 pieces I have are another 2 favorites from this entire haul. They're kind of like linen pants. I love the thick waistband and the stretchy tie that you can like adjust to your sizing. The length is perfect. The feel is so comfortable. They have a few other colors as well, and there are different color options available for so many of the pieces I'm going to show you. Each color brings out a unique feel and tailors to your personal style preferences. There's something for everyone there, and another amazing thing is their sizing. One of the best things about these items is the wide size range, many from extra small to 4X. Then of course I had to get some workout gear, which I also wear not just to work out, but I love wearing my leggings to Pilates, as you guys know, and Halara has some of my favorite leggings ever. They are buttery soft. I got this beautiful blue color. It has some side pockets and it's also the crossover the same way as the skirt. I've worn my Halara leggings to so many workout classes, but also again, everyday wear. Like they're just perfect for anything that you're doing. I also got just a plain black pair of leggings. I feel like you can never have too many staple black pairs. What I love about this one is the waistband is also very, very breathable. It does not feel like it's really, really tight, suffocating on you. Along with that, I got a flare pair, you know, a yoga pant, and these are just so insanely comfortable. And it also has the crossover in the front. Like I said, it just feels so flattering, and I think it just gives it a fun little look. My last bottoms that I got, I've been wanting to try Halara denim for such a long time, but these I can attest are so stretchy, are so insanely comfortable, and they are so cute. Halara has so many different styles of denim on their website as well. It's my first pair by them, and I am kind of obsessed with how they feel and how they look. And last but certainly not least, you can never have too many cardigans, and I don't have any long ones, and I saw this and it looked so comfortable. It's also pretty heavy, so it kind of feels like you're wearing a blanket around you. It is just so insanely comfortable, and I cannot wait to start wearing this again once it gets a bit chillier out. One thing I love about them that I talked about earlier is the way that they take feedback from customers into everything that they do. They will tailor their products into what people are wanting from them. And for everything that I showed in this video, let me know which one is your favorite. If you're going to shop on Halara, what you're going to get as well. I personally don't know what my specific favorite is because I love everything and everything is so comfortable. But this long sleeve is really just calling my name, and I feel like it is so made, just the black, plain, basic long sleeve. Thank you to Halara again for sponsoring today's video. You guys have supplied a lot of my outfits for the trip I'm about to go on. And again, you guys can use my code SarahBF to get 20% off full price items. Highly, highly recommend. There's so much to shop for on there, so many different colors and different things for whatever you want to wear or try out. I'm gonna go zip up my suitcases. We're gonna head over to Ocean City. Before I go, the first book we're gonna start when we get there is 7 Summers by Paige Toon. So many of you guys thought I was reading this book, which I'm so happy about because I wanted to finish this, or I wanted to read this before the summer was over. And if it's our last beach trip, this is the perfect book to read on the trip. So this is a second chance summer romance. I don't know if it's childhood friends to lovers. I don't really know the exact summary of it. Those are my favorite tropes though in a romance book, like a contemporary romance, when you have the past and present timelines and the second chance. For some reason I love it so much, but I don't know much about it, like I said. So once I get into it, I will give you guys a better summary and thoughts and opinions. But I am so excited about this one. Thank you to all of you who have said or who thought I was reading this one, because I was definitely wanting to read it. Let's head over to Ocean City, let's head to the beach, and let's start our first book. We could buddy read a Ocean City book. That would be so fun. We should write one. We should write one.
Yeah, we should.
Comment down below if Danny and I should write a Ocean City book and then do a booked in series in Ocean City. Everyone say, welcome back. If you didn't know, like I said, I'm on a little vacation with boyfriend's family. Danny is Chris's cousin, so she is boyfriend's family, which is so exciting. But update on the book. I'm about 20% of the way through. The actual summary, I've kind of got it so far. It's past and present timeline. We're in the past right now. We haven't really gotten much in the present, but we're following Liv, and she is home for the summer. I think she just come back from studying in, I think it was Italy or something, and she got a job at like this bar, and at the bar there's like a stage and everything, and there's like a local band that comes and plays songs, and the new main singer of it for like just a little bit, he's gonna be there for a few weeks, is Finn, who's the male main character, and that's how they kind of meet. But I don't really think I'm liking the way the book is written. Like the sentences are pretty like blunt, and I feel like there's not much like emotion behind it. Like I can't really see the chemistry between these two, and I feel like that's the most important part in like the past chapters of this, because once you get to the present, you're gonna want to feel them like seeing each other again. Like the chemistry is probably still there, but I don't really feel it in these past chapters. Like here's an example of the blunt sentences. Like it says, Dan shakes his head. It's our last gig before Finn returns to LA. We can't miss it. My heart recoils at the thought of him leaving. Finn gives me a sidelong look, as if sensing my inner turmoil. He drops his gaze to the ground and releases an audible sigh. Like it's very blunt, it's very straightforward, it's just feeling a bit surface level right now. So I'm hoping as we keep reading I can connect to a little bit more, but I'm not like loving the two characters. Like, I can't really see them together. Their conversations are a little bit cringy to me. I don't know, but I do like the setting because they live in like a beach town. It's like the perfect place right now to be reading this book, at least. I think they like are about to see each other again. We only got a few in the beginning, and it's been, I think, a few years since they've seen each other, and I'm wondering what happened like to split them up, because I know Finn is leaving soon, but I don't think that's the reason that they stopped talking. I feel like there's like another thing, because there's something going on with his family history that I think is going to play a bigger part into that. So I'm interested to see when that happens, but we're chilling out here and we're reading. It's a gloomy day, so we've been sitting and working on the front porch. It's actually very nice on our little rocking chairs. Danny, if you watched the booked in episode in Newport, the first one, Rhode Island, before we went to Nantucket, she was reading Harry Potter when we were there, and she was on, what book were you on there too? She was on book 2, and now she's on the second to last one. So she is going through it. Do you have any updates on that? Do you want to talk to them?
Sure. Hi, my friends. Right now I'm reading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is book 6. And I'm just about 50% through. It's Christmas time, and Harry's really struggling, you know, trusting Snape, like, obviously. Sarah's giggling. But I really, 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 really love the series. I've never read it before. And I've been reading it and watching the movie after each book. Book 1, movie 1, you know? So I'm really excited. I'm hoping in Ocean City everybody will have to watch movie 6 with me. Yeah, no, I think I'll finish this by the end of the week. Maybe earlier. I don't know if I'll start the last book or if I'll mix in a summertime book like we usually do. I'm working, but I'm also reading, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, nice catching up with you guys. Here's Sarah. Bye.
Back to the studio.
Yeah. Back to you, Sarah.
Okay, that is my update. We're gonna sit and read for a bit. I'm hoping to get at least halfway today, and I'm hoping it picks up a little bit because I'm interested to see what's going on with them and when they like get back together in like the second part of it or like the present chapters. But right now, I'm a little iffy on how I feel about it because this is, like I said, like my favorite tropes in a book, the second chance and everything. But like you have to feel the chemistry and like their past. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping it's gonna get a bit more, at least a little entertaining. So I will come back with further updates. We're gonna sit and read and hang, and yeah, see you in a little. Okay guys, it is the next morning. I apologize about the wind, but I wanted to give an update because I just hit 50% and I'm still really not enjoying the way this is written. Like I said, the sentences and everything, like it hasn't really changed. I don't really feel anything for the characters, but not only that, I feel like I don't know them. Every conversation they're having is very surface level, and the only thing I know about our female main character whose point of view we're in is that she wants to be a sculptor and that's like her dream and everything, and that's kind of really all I know about her. I feel like I don't understand them as people throughout the conversations they're having or just being in her point of view. It's just very like on to the next thing, and it's very choppy. And then with him, like Finn, he's very mysterious. We don't know much about his past, and I can't understand their relationship because they don't really know each other. It's so interesting seeing them have conversations and her feeling all these feelings for him when I feel like they haven't really gotten to know each other, and they've spent time together throughout these past few years in like the past chapters, but barely any like conversations or like real conversations. And then all of a sudden it's like they have these deep feelings for each other. I don't know, it's very interesting because he'll go away for a little bit and then he'll come back over the summer for like a week or so, and then they'll see each other, and it's like I just don't understand their relationship. Okay, I'm sorry, my camera died and it's very, very windy out, but like I said, it's one thing that's keeping my attention is like the mysteriousness behind it all. Like I don't understand Finn's past, and also this random new guy in the present chapters. I'm like, do they intertwine at some point? And again, I only care about that because I'm like curious about it and I want to know that, but like I don't understand our characters. I don't connect to them. I don't connect to the writing, so it's hard for me to like get there and like to get to the end to understand what's really going on and like what's happening between everything. And I'm like, why is she not curious about his past? Like I don't know. And I did highlight this one part that I read last night, like the writing and their conversations. Like I said, it's just very cringy, and like not even just the part I'm about to read to you, but before when I was reading like maybe 20 minutes ago, she met this guy and he said he was 22, and she brought up Taylor Swift's 22, and she has brought that up at least 3 times, that it's been her favorite song. She requested Finn to sing it like as a cover with his band, and now she's thinking about it because this guy is 22. And like we can reference it once, but I think 3 times was enough for me. And then the part that I highlighted, let me just read these like 2 short paragraphs to you. She's kind of describing the way their outfits are because they went out or something like that. And okay, she said, his sleeves are rolled up to just below his elbows. I'm also wearing light blue jeans and a white t-shirt, but my jeans are more of a slouchy fit, sitting lower on my hips, and my t-shirt is loose fitting crop top, so we're hardly twinning it. A faded black boxy crop jacket makes my look. I don't know. It's like kind of giving Wattpad, but also like cringing me out a lot, and I don't know. I feel like I want to DNF it, but I'm also like, I need to know like what's going on. Like, why are they so infatuated with each other, and what's going on? Literally what's going on? So I'm gonna keep reading. I would love to finish it today. Like I said, I got halfway, and I feel like I have a lot of time today to read. It's very gloomy out. We're not really gonna do too much, but in between everything, I'm gonna see how much I can read. I'm a bit upset about it. Maybe my expectations were too high, but I'm definitely kind of disappointed in how this one's going because I did think I was going to love it. So I guess we're just gonna have to see as it goes on. There was one surprising thing that happened about 20% maybe. Yesterday when I stopped talking and stopped giving my updates, like I read a few pages and something happened, and it was like so like out of nowhere with no emotion behind it, so I didn't feel anything about it, even though the character was going through something really hard, and I was just like, yeah, just a bit confused, I guess. I'm gonna go keep reading. I will update you guys maybe when I finish, unless my feelings change towards it, but as of right now, I was hoping it was gonna get better, and I feel like it's just stayed stagnant, like the same way it's been. Hello guys, it is now the next day, way less windy, the sun is finally out, but I'm here for an update because I did finish Seven Summers and highly disappointed in this book. It went a totally different direction than I expected. It's such a different like second chance than I feel like what I usually read with the past and present timelines. So in the past timelines, like you're following throughout the 7 summers from when you first start in the past, and they see each other every summer. So it's not like one of those where they don't see each other for however long and then they reconnect. It's more so they see each other every summer for a little bit and then they go away. So it's like a long distance, but they don't have contact. So like they're not in a relationship. It's this very like toxic situation. It was very annoying to read about because following our main character Liv, I think she might be one of my least favorite characters to follow. She was just like making the most dumb decisions. She was just very delusional as well, and I really did not like being in her point of view. I just did not like her as a character like at all. So that was difficult because it's only her point of view. I think I would have appreciated seeing at least Finn's point of view or whatever, and then another character is introduced in the present timeline, and honestly, justice for them because I feel like their storyline could have been so good. It's like I didn't really know them, and then there was all these like plot holes because we would get like hints of some characters like backstory, their history, where they came from, their family, and then it never came up again, and I thought that would be part of the story, at least a bigger part of it. And the thing is, she would get into relationships and not even question anything about their past. She would just like get into a relationship without knowing anything about them, and like it was just very hard to read because I really could not stand by her and her decisions, and I just didn't like the romance in here. The only good thing I liked was the setting of it, 'cause it's a beach town, so it was nice reading it here obviously, but other than that, I just didn't like the plot of it. And like I said so many times, the writing was just so blunt and choppy, so many overly descriptive things as well, and I just like really didn't love it as much as I thought I would, obviously, because I expected myself to give this a 5-star. There are so many great ratings for this book, and I was reading them last night, and I just did not click with it like so many other people did, and that was just really sad. Definitely a disappointing read. I wouldn't recommend this one, and I did not like where the story went, especially the end. There's like a really long epilogue, and I feel like I've seen that before in another book, but I can't remember like which one it was, but I didn't like the way it was told. Like it was just so interesting and like not my favorite at all. Unfortunately, this was a bummer. I read one other page-tune book a few years ago and I didn't love that one either, so I'm glad I gave it another try, especially one that was highly recommended to me, but she just may not be for me, which is totally okay. So the next book we're starting, which I feel like is perfect timing because I'm here today, tomorrow, and I leave the next day, but I have like a morning here at least, so I'm hoping we can get through this book while I'm still here because I think that'll be fun, finishing off while we're in Ocean City. And like you guys saw, that is Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. This has come up everywhere for me. I put it on my spring TBR, I believe, but I didn't get to it, and almost everyone guessed that this is the book that I was reading in that post that I posted on my story for you guys to guess. So I'm very happy you guys said that because I've been wanting to read this for so long. I've been so intrigued, and like I've been saying recently, I'm really into like the general fiction mystery genre right now. Like the mix of that has been really good for me, and this one I think also has like a romance mixed in as well, so I think that's gonna be a bit fun and add more like emotion to the story. But basically what I've got so far, I think I'm only like 20 pages in, but we have different timelines, and over 10 years ago is when she met this one character, this one man, and I'm pretty sure they end up falling in love or having this deep connection, and now present day she has a different husband, she's living on a farm, and something happens in, I think, on their farm, which I don't think I've gotten to that just yet. Then you have a year later where they're in a courtroom and the person that she loves, I'm pretty sure, is on trial for something. We don't really know what's going on with that just yet, so that's like where the mystery lies in, but also it ties back to her like emotional connection to him. So I'm interested to see all the different parts of the story that come together, and so far I'm enjoying it. What's good about this is just like objectively, nothing really about the story, but objectively the font in this book is pretty big, and I love that for some some reason, and so far the chapters have been short, and we've been going back through a bunch of different timelines, which I think is fun, switching around and stuff. So I'm interested to get into this one. I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. Another one that I have high hopes for, so hopefully we're not disappointed in this one. But I don't have much to say yet, because again, I'm not very far into this. I'm gonna go read a few pages today. I don't really have much time today, because we're gonna go hang and do all the things, but maybe later tonight and tomorrow morning I'll get some in. We haven't had any beach days yet. It's been so gloomy. It rained on and off today and yesterday, and I think tomorrow it might also be gloomy, but I guess we'll see. I'd love to get one more beach day in and read on the beach because summer is coming to a close, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna go back into this one. I'm very, very excited about it. I've heard honestly great things, so hopes are high, expectations are a little bit high, and we'll just have to see how it goes. So I will come back with further updates, and I'm very excited to see where the story goes in this one. As you can see, I am back home now. I got home earlier today and I didn't really film too much between starting this book. I also didn't finish this book clearly, but we were just hanging out. You know, we were having family time with Chris's family, playing games, doing all the things. It wasn't a very nice like beach day trip. We only had one good beach day the first day that I went, and then other than that, it was pretty just like chilly, on and off raining. There is like a hurricane that's like kind of coming through, so waters were very dangerous. We couldn't really go in the water or anything like that. The weather wasn't that great, so not much beach day, but we had plenty of downtime, so I did get through a good amount of the reading that I wanted to while I was there. I'm halfway through this book right now, so I think I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, hopefully, because I'm really enjoying it. A little bit of an update on this, though. Obviously, I've gotten way further since my first update. I think it was like 20 pages in. Since coming home, I think I'm halfway. I feel like I'm halfway. Like, it looks like that, and it feels like that, but so far, I'm enjoying it. I wasn't really connected in the beginning, and I was worried I wasn't gonna really enjoy it as I was starting to read it. The one thing I really like about this is the plot and the structure of it, because the timelines we're getting, like I said, we have present day, she's kind of like grieving a bit, and then she sees like her past love come back into her life, and that's like bringing a lot of tension into her relationship and her situation at home and everything, because obviously she sees him again. Like, we're getting now flashbacks to the past when she met her first love and everything like that, and what happened, what went down between them, and all the history. So I think as the story is going and we get all these like past and present timelines, it's kind of giving us more obviously context and emotion towards like how she feels present day, because I was kind of confused about their situation at first, but the more past chapters we get, the more I understand her and the situation going on, her feelings, and the tension that's happening right now. So I'm enjoying that, because in the beginning I was like, I'm not really feeling it, but the more history and the more explanation of everything, it makes more sense, obviously, and then it makes me more like curious to understand like what's gonna happen, also what did happen, because the other third timeline, like I said, is the trial, and we don't know what happened in the trial, and we only got a few like timeline point of views of that, and very, very short, like they're like a page or two long, so it's giving into like that mystery and the curiosity I have, like what happened, and like wanting to get there and understand what happened, and you know, the gravity of it all, because obviously the person who's on trial, it's a big character in her life and in the book. And like I said, she's kind of going through this grieving process, which also ties into her past lover coming back into her life, because he also has a son, and she's kind of connecting with the son in a way, and they're kind of hanging out a little bit more. She's getting to know them, and that's obviously dangerous to what she's going through, and also her current relationship and family and what she has, and also things that she's lost. So it's a very sticky situation, and like I said, lots of tension is there, because her current husband also knows who Gabriel was to her, so it's like she's walking on eggshells here, and also her past is now coming back to her, and that's what we're getting in the past like timelines and point of view, and I can definitely feel for her and kind of like see what she's gone through. So I'm enjoying this one. I like the genre blending that's going on in here. I'm liking the writing style. I think it's very, very fast paced. Chapters are really, really short, and we're going from timeline to timeline like pretty fast, like we're flip-flopping really fast, so it's keeping my attention and keeping me engaged, and also keeping me wanting to know like what's gonna happen next. I'm liking the pacing and everything, and I can't wait to get back into it and read a bit more, which I think I'm gonna do a lot today, tonight, and tomorrow. It's now the weekend, so we've got plenty more time to read now that I'm back home. I'm really, really interested to see what's gonna happen, and when we get more information on like the case that they're on, and like how her life and what she's gone through in her past and the people in the present like play into that, and how it all kind of like intersects, I'm assuming. much more about the mystery of it all and like the whole trial situation. We've gotten the timeline up until the present day of like what really went down. It is crazy how one tragedy in the beginning of this book just completely changed the trajectory of everyone's lives, and following in Beth's point of view is so interesting because she makes decisions that are just not right. It's hard to see her kind of validate what she's doing, even though we have seen her past and how she feels and like how her life has gone since then, and now no lover coming back in, and now this whole like triangle situation, like what does she do? It's so interesting reading about characters in this specific situation. Obviously we're following Beth's point of view through all of it, when they make decisions that you don't personally agree with, but still trying to understand why they make those decisions and just seeing how it all unfolds. Usually, you know, reading say like romance or something like that, it's all like picture perfect, there's a happy ending, but it's so interesting reading books that don't have happy endings, characters don't make the right decisions. It's just so, I don't know, different, and it's so interesting to see what's gonna happen now. It's interesting now finding out like who's on trial, what really happened, and again all the different parts of the story that came together up until this point. I'm not like totally invested in the characters as much as I thought I would be, but it's a very entertaining story, it's a very interesting story, and the whole mix, like I said, the genre bending of this with the romance and the mystery and the trial and everything, it's a really interesting mix, and I really like that about it. So I'm gonna finish this book. I don't know how far I'm in. I feel like I don't have much left. It's only like this much of the book left, so I'm gonna go finish it. I'm so interested to see how this book is gonna end because you can go so many different directions and I have like no idea what's gonna happen, and I think that's like an exciting part about it because it's like what's gonna happen to all these characters, and now there's just like so much drama in like the small village town because of like the trial and everything. It's an interesting dynamic between everyone as well, but I'm very intrigued to see how this one ends. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna binge the rest of it, and yeah, let's see what happens. Broken Country a little bit ago. I actually took a break when I had like 10 pages left. I don't know why I did that, but I finally finished. And what's interesting is in the acknowledgements, which I always like read, not fully, but like I'll skim through it when there's like an author's note or whatever at the end. I'm very interested whenever they put, or if they do put more information about the book or like, you know, their experience writing it or whatever it is. I like to kind of skim through it. And what's interesting is hers, she said she chose to publish this book under the name Claire Leslie Hall to honor her late parents, Jean Leslie and William Hall. And I thought that was very interesting because I just thought that was her name, so I thought I could share that. If you did not read the acknowledgements, that is why it's Claire Leslie Hall. Anyway, into the actual book and my review and my thoughts and everything. This book was definitely immersive and engaging. It's a page turner, you know, chapters are short, you're switching timelines, which keeps me at least engaged throughout the whole thing. I couldn't really put it down to kind of find out the full story because you're getting the history and all these pieces in little sections. You're not getting it all at once, and then even towards the end, the last 10 pages, you're still learning out stuff, and there's some like twists and turns and stuff that I personally didn't guess, but I don't think they're very hard to guess. I don't think I was really thinking about it that hard. I definitely could have put the pieces together myself, but I didn't, and I kind of gasped a little at the end of it. I think the mystery and the marital drama and everything like that was definitely interesting and definitely engaging, but Beth, our female main character, was a little hard to follow along with at some point because, like I said, she doesn't make very good decisions, and she's just like very unlikable at some moments. But there's one character, like I said earlier, that I really enjoyed, and he was like my favorite in the book. The only reason this one's not a 5-star, because while I was reading it, I wish we went a little bit deeper into the characters and deeper into the story. I feel like we're just like on the surface of everything as it was being told to us, like we're finding out all this information and everything, but no like background behind it or more like emotion behind it. I wish we got a little bit more depth and emotion in that sense, if that makes sense. I feel like we're just like kind of just on the top of the story that we were learning about, and obviously we got the whole picture, but I wish we went a little bit deeper. I think I would have really appreciated that just a little bit more. But this was very bingeable, very engaging. I would definitely recommend it, even if this isn't like the normal genre you go towards, because like I said, very bingeable and definitely a page turner. So I had a good time with this one. Thank you guys for guessing that this was the book I was going to be reading. There were so many people that thought I was reading this one, and I'm happy to get it not only off my TBR, but just like to know the story now, because I've been thinking about it since it was released this year, and I'm really glad to have like read the story now. It was definitely an interesting story, and the storytelling was really good. I really enjoyed that. So that is the end of this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's crazy we started this video last week in Ocean City, and now we're ending it up over here. So it's been a long time coming to finish this video, but I know we didn't have the best read to start off, but I did enjoy this one. Maybe I'll do a part 2 to this if you guys are interested. I can go through some of the other guesses and read the books that you think I'm still reading, or I could post another story and you guys can try to guess what I'm reading. Maybe I could pick a book and have you guys guess and see if anyone gets it right. Maybe that could be fun. But let me know any other reading vlog ideas you guys have. I thought this could be a fun idea. I had a fun time filming it, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all hopefully in the next one. Bye!